In the small village of Jiwande, surrounded by hills and dry fields, a boy named Kofi was born into poverty. His father was a farmer who worked hard in the fields, but the harvest was often poor. Life was hard, but Kofi found hope and strength in his mother, Mama Essie, a wise and kind woman. Mama Essie was a woman of great wisdom, even though she had little education. Widowed when Kofi was young, she raised her children on her own with courage and love. In the evenings, after the day's work was done, Mama Essie would gather Kofi and his siblings around the fire and share stories full of lessons. One story she often told was about a king who had all the gold in the world but was lonely because no one loved him for who he truly was. She would say, "Kofi, gold and riches are like the wind. They come and go, but kindness, honesty, and a good heart will stay with you forever. True wealth is not what you own, it's how you treat others." Mama Issy's actions matched her words. Even though they had little, she shared food with hungry neighbors and helped anyone in need. Kofi saw how she treated everyone with respect and how her kindness brought people together. From her, Kofi learned that true riches come from the heart, not the pocket. As Kofi grew older, he carried his mother's words in his heart. He worked hard, studying under the shade of trees and doing small jobs to help his family. His determination caught the eye of a traveling merchant who decided to sponsor Kofi's education in the city. In the city, Kofi studied and worked tirelessly. Over time, he built a successful business and became a wealthy man. But despite his riches, Kofi felt empty. He remembered his mother's words, "Money can bring many people to your side, but only a few will stay when the money is gone." Kofi wanted to find someone who would love him for who he was, not for his wealth. He came up with a plan. He would return to the countryside, disguise himself as a poor man, and search for a woman who truly valued kindness and character. Dressed in old clothes, Kofi began his journey. He traveled from village to village, meeting different women. Ajua, the weaver in Yamakrom, he met Ajua, a talented weaver. She was beautiful and friendly, but Kofi soon noticed she cared too much about appearances. One day she laughed at his old shirt and said, "You look better in fine city clothes." Kofi realized Ajua valued outward beauty more than a good heart, so he moved on. Efwa, the generous daughter, in the coastal town of Abanase, Kofi worked as a fisherman and met Efwa, the daughter of a rich trader. She often gave food to the needy, and Kofi admired her generosity. But he soon saw that she gave only to gain praise from others. One day he overheard her say, "What's the point of giving if no one notices?" Saddened, Kofi left the town. Ya, the chief's daughter. In Obosomfi, a mountain village, Kofi met Ya, the chief's beautiful daughter. She treated him kindly, and for a moment he thought he had found someone special. But Ya admitted, "I dream of marrying a rich man who can take me far away from this village." Kofi realized she was more interested in wealth than love and decided to return to his own village. Kofi's reflection. After months of searching and countless encounters, Kofi began to wonder if his plan to find a sincere partner was flawed. Perhaps the world has changed, he thought. Maybe no one values kindness and humility anymore. Exhausted, he decided to return to his home village of Jiwande. He longed for the simple life he had left behind, even if it meant abandoning his quest. Little did he know, his journey was about to take a surprising turn. Meeting Ama back in Jiwande, Kofi worked in the market as a laborer. One day, while helping an old woman carry her goods, he met Ama, a basket weaver. Ama was kind, hardworking, and generous, even though she had very little. She often shared her earnings with needy children in the village and dreamed of building a school for them. Kofi admired Ama's selflessness and strength. She treated everyone with respect, including Kofi, whom she believed to be a poor laborer. Over time, their friendship grew into love. Amma saw Kofi's hard work and kind heart and valued him for the person he was, not for what he owned. As Kofi and Amma grew closer, people in the village began to gossip. Many questioned why Amma, a hard-working woman, would choose a poor man. Some said she was making a mistake. Amma was hurt but stood by Kofi, saying, "A man's worth is not in his wealth, but in his heart." One day, a wealthy merchant named Kwame came to the village and proposed to Amma. He promised to take care of her siblings and give her a comfortable life in the city. Amma was torn. Kwame's offer seemed like an answer to her prayers, but her heart belonged to Kofi. After much thought, Amma turned down Kwame's offer. She said, "I would rather be with a man who has little but loves me truly than..." After much thought, Amma turned down Kwame's offer. She said, "I would rather be with a man who has little but loves me truly than with someone who has everything but cannot give me his heart." Kofi realized it was time to tell Amma the truth. He took her to a quiet spot outside the village and revealed that he was not a poor man but a wealthy trader. He explained why he had disguised himself and how he had been searching for someone who would love him for who he truly was. Amma was shocked but not angry. "You may have hidden your wealth," she said, "but your kindness and honesty were always clear. I loved you for the man you showed me, not for the riches you hid." Kofi and Amma were married under the great baobab tree in a joyful celebration. Together they built the school Amma had always dreamed of, helping the children of the village. Kofi also used his wealth to improve the lives of the villagers, just as his mother had taught him. Through it all, Kofi remembered Mama Essie's wisdom. True wealth is not in gold or silver, but in the love and goodness you share with others. Her lessons lived on in Kofi and Amma, and their story became a beacon of hope and inspiration in the village of Jiwande. This is a story of Kofi and Amma, a tale of love, humility, and the lasting power of a good heart.